Different regions of India and neighboring countries associate Diwali with different legends. Each highlight a unique aspect of the festival. In North India, Diwali marks the return of Lord Ram and his wife Sita and brother Lakshman to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile and the defeat of the demon king Ravan. Ravan is called Ravana in south and Ram becomes Rama. The color of gods also change based on the local flavor and local understanding. So that's pretty okay. We don't have to get confused because of that.
The interpretation which I like the most is where Ram is considered to be our true identity, which is basically soul. And wisdom is represented by Sita. Wisdom gets hijacked because of Maya, which means our vices like greed, ego, etc. And the only way we can regain wisdom is by remembering our true identity. Now let's continue the story.
The people of Ayodhya welcomed Ram, Sita, and Lakshman by lighting oil lamps, symbolizing the end of darkness and the beginning of a prosperous reign. Mind you, lighting of oil lamps, not bursting crackers and polluting the environment and our lungs. In some parts of this country, particularly in South India, Diwali celebrates Lord Krishna's victory over the demon Narkasur, who had terrorized the world. The victory again highlights the central theme of good prevailing over evil. Diwali is also considered the day when goddess Lakshmi, the deity of wealth and prosperity, emerged from the churning of the cosmic ocean called Samudra Manthan. On Diwali night, devotees worship Lakshmi for blessings of wealth, health, and prosperity, symbolizing the importance of material and spiritual prosperity. According to Mahabharata, the Pandavas returned to Hastinapur after 12 years of exile on the day of Diwali. The kingdom celebrated their return with lights, marking the end of their hardship. In some parts, Diwali is also connected with the story of Lord Vishnu's victory over the demon king Bali, symbolizing divine authority and the restoration of dharma, which means righteousness. Diwali also has significance in other religions too. In Jainism, Diwali marks the attainment of moksha, liberation by Lord Mahavir, the 24th Tirthankar in 527 BCE. For Jains, it is a time to reflect on their spiritual journey and they engage in fasting and prayers to honor the teachings of Mahavir. In Sikhism, Sikhs celebrated Diwali as the day Guru Hargobind Ji, the sixth Sikh Guru, was released from prison by the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. It also celebrates the victory of justice and religious freedom. The Golden Temple in Amritsar is beautifully illuminated on this day. In Buddhism, Buddhists, particularly those in the Newar community of Nepal, Diwali is a time of celebrating the god of death, Yam, and paying homage to animals like crows, dogs, and cows, which are integral to the festival. And there are 300 variants of Ramayana and different kinds of stories, the Tamil version, Sanskrit version, Marathi version, then there is Tulsidas Ji's Ramayana, Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, various versions, various stories. Some stories praise Ravan, some narrate it from Sita's point of view. Some stories mention that Surpan Khan's hubby was killed by Ravan, so she did the whole drama to get Ravan killed by Lord Ram. There are many interpretations of Ramayana and reasons to celebrate Diwali. Many a time, stories also get improvised with time and based on the local need. It is said that Valmikiji's Ramayana can help correct and reinstall our default behavior or personality to a great extent. So what I'm trying to say is we should not get confused, distracted due to these variations and debate on small issues like Ram Setu. What difference it makes whether it is man-made or not. What can help us is the essence and learnings. We need to imbibe the right virtues from Lord Ram, who left the kingdom and lived peacefully in a forest. Ram represents sacrifice of luxury and consumed consciously. But today, Diwali for many of us means consumption more than required. Buying gold, shopping as much. Did Ram do that? Time to check. Are we truly remembering Lord Ram and his virtues? Earlier times, Dadi Ma, grandparents, parents used to help imbibe qualities of Ram in children through stories. But today, parents are working or busy on Instagram most of the time. No time. Joint families converted to nuclear and maids help raise the children. So let's do the job of parents, grandparents and decode the real meaning of Diwali. What is the essence of Diwali and what we need to remember? Diwali is a celebration of the eternal truth that good always prevails over evil, no matter how strong the letter seems. It reminds people to cultivate virtues like righteousness, courage, and compassion while resisting ego, greed, and wickedness. Symbolically, Diwali is an opportunity for self reflection and spiritual growth. The lights and festivities are a reminder to kindle the inner light, cultivate virtues, and dispel negativity, ignorance, and fear. On a personal level, Diwali encourages people to introspect, purify their thoughts, and reconnect with their inner selves. It symbolizes the victory of self discipline and self improvement over laziness and self doubt. Diwali often brings a sense of renewal where people forgive past grievances and make new beginnings, fostering an atmosphere of goodwill and harmony. If you have read or watched Ramayana, you will agree that Ram always behaved with stability while going through the toughest situations of life. Just imagine family throwing you off. How do you behave? And compare with how Lord Ram behaved. Diwali is a time we need to reflect our response towards challenges of our life. Ram always followed the righteous, never laughed loudly or got depressed, always stayed stable and equanimous no matter what happened. We need to imbibe this. Any situation comes, stay stable from within. This is the most important learning and is common in every story. Yeah, of course, some places people indulge in massage as the winter begins. Massage is very healthy, it helps purify at body level. A lot of people fast and purify, which again is very, very good. It's a great cleansing technique. Some places people start taking the sunlight as there is less sun during this time. Very healthy, reduces the deficiency of vitamin D. Diwali is not just a religious festival, but also a social cultural celebration. It helps strengthen family bonds. It's a time for family reunions. When families come together to celebrate with joy, it promotes a sense of togetherness and reinforces familial ties, which is going off these days. Traditionally, Diwali is a time to share one's wealth with those in need. Many people donate clothes, food, and money to the less fortunate, ensuring that everyone can partake in the festival's joy. A lot of people donate something what they love the most. Cleansing and renewal. Homes are thoroughly cleaned and renovated before Diwali as a symbolic act of removing negativity and making way for prosperity and wisdom. This practice also promotes the idea of forgiving all and starting fresh with a clean mind and clean surroundings. In short, Diwali reminds us of purification from within and outside, not increasing the air pollution index, affecting and harming humans, animals, plants, and the atmosphere. Definitely no to new unwanted clothes, sweets, crackers, gambling, alcohol. They just do the opposite of purification. Ravan was an accumulator. He was into consumption. Consumption of wealth, power, and more. At deeper level, equality, a belief majority of us have acquired. Hence, we need to kill the Ravan within us. Ravan had tremendous knowledge and ego. The biggest ego is the ego of knowledge. This ego killed him. So let's burst all kinds of ego, not crackers. Crackers in today's time will only add to the pollution index, AQI, which is already very, very high. The large scale use of crackers release toxic gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide into the air, leading to a spike in pollution levels and health issues. During Diwali, there's around 875% spike in PM 2.5 levels. Research also warns us of long-term health issues due to exposure to harmful metals like aluminium, manganese, and cadmium released by firecrackers. These toxic substances can pose significant respiratory risks long after the festival smoke clears. Firecrackers increases the impact of pre-existing problems and disorders of the heart, respiratory, and nervous system. Firecrackers also contains radioactive and poisonous elements that can increase the risk of cancer. Crackers can cause fire accidents. Many get reported every year. We all know. So please, no crackers. ये सब अपने मजे के लिए हमने शुरू किया था. Let us stop it. The festival often involves large gatherings, fairs, and public events, which generate significant amounts of waste, including plastic packaging, food waste, and discarded decorations. Improper waste disposal can lead to clogged drains, littered streets, and contamination of water bodies. So, no unnecessary buying of clothes, sweets, etc. See the landfills, which is already in a bad state. There is one very, very important thing which every religion, spiritual practice, philosophy agrees. Quality of our this life and next life will depend on how much we respect or respected the real free wealth, that is air, water and food. People who did not contaminate God's free gift of air, water and food and helped purify them score the highest and will be rewarded with a healthy and a prosperous life. This is the truth. So let's celebrate Green Diwali. Use eco-friendly decorations, using natural or biodegradable materials for decoration such as leaves, flowers, etc. that can reduce health, that can reduce waste, encouraging the use of public transport or carpooling to reduce carbon emissions during the festival period. Communities can promote the recycling of materials used during the festival such as cardboard from effigies or leftover decorations. In conclusion, Diwali's significance transcends religious boundaries, symbolizing light, knowledge, hope, prosperity, and the triumph of good over evil. Whether through its spiritual roots, mythological stories, social customs, or economic importance, Diwali plays a vital role in enriching the lives of millions, both spiritually and materially. It is a festival that embodies unity, joy, and renewal, making it one of the most cherished celebrations worldwide. Most story tells us about the connection between the festival of lights and divine light within. So, final takeaway, let us purify our mind, body, and surrounding this Diwali to experience the divinity and the strength within to overcome all our challenges and celebrate forever. Enjoy.